I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to see. I want to see what's going on here. Apparently, it came back. Apparently, I don't know how or in what or how it's gonna come back. I'll be interested to see how it's actually gonna come back. Because Jesus Christ, fucking what is it? Who is it? Bandai Namco, right? Like Bandai Namco can't seem to like was like so misguided or misled or mismanaged or so, you know?
We're all disappointed with the announcement that Bandai Namco made concerning Blue Protocol, how they were shutting the game down before it ever released globally. However, things might not be as dire as we originally thought, as Tencent have confirmed that they are releasing a version of Blue Protocol that is also launching on PC, and that might be closer to a global release than Bandai Namco and Amazon Game Studios was.
Damn, man. Damn. Oh man, dude. Can I hear that? Can I hear that again?
To a global release than Bandai Namco and Amazon Game Studios was. I hope you're ready. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the little bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post daily. Do not miss out. The Blue Protocol database posted an article on their Twitter, everything we know about Blue Protocol Star Resonance, which is the new title for the game. It is developed by Shanghai Bokuda Network. It is funded partly by Tencent. They have undergone 3 different test phases. They have gathered all of the available information and compiled a breakdown for all of you. We're gonna go through all that. Let's begin with the general and technical details. The game is labeled as an MMORPG and will be playable on PC and mobile devices.
Mobile devices? Really? I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know, man.
Now, I know a lot of people are gonna look at that and be like, oh no, so Blue Protocol is coming out on mobile. Yeah, this is the only way Blue Protocol is going to successfully survive. With the gargantuan success of games like Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero.
Maybe just make an actual MMORPG that's actually really good on PC, you know? That's not monetized to fucking hell. Tencent will have to see how things are in them, in my opinion. Should have stayed dead. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Yeah, especially because it's from Tencent themselves, you know? Everybody knows about Tencent. Bro hyping up Bandai Namco like he being held at gunpoint. No, it's not even Bandai Namco. This is not Bandai Namco who's making this. Bandai Namco shut down fucking Blue Protocol. This is fucking Tencent that's working with a game studio or so to make Blue Protocol fucking Star Resonance, apparently. That's what it's called, so.
Genshin Impact, and even Tower of Fantasy for a while.
Yeah, but the difference between those games that he just could specifically clarify or so, right? Basically, those are gacha games. You know, those are like gacha games that have like, you know, like the stereotypical gacha pulls and everything and all that stuff. This is supposed to be an MMORPG, you know? That's why. That's like the biggest difference between, you know, this game and then those other games, you know? What are we going to be doing in this game? We're going to be pulling for fucking waifus too as well? Like, honestly, that would be fucking dumb if it is.
It is evident that cross-platform functionality, especially for MMOs, is imperative for their survival. I just hope that this is done better than Terraceland, because Terraceland, I stated in my official thoughts on the game, was a horrible PC MMO, but a very good mobile one. There is going to be a 1-character limit per account. That's kind of disappointing. Ultra-wide support is confirmed. An additional beta test is confirmed. There's no ETA right now. The art style is very similar to the Japanese version, but the models have been adjusted and look similar to characters in other mobile games like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. I mean, I guess this is going to appeal to more people, given, honestly, the success of Hoyo's games are unparalleled. And additionally, having cross-platform functionality, just like going back like 5 seconds, this is going to open the game up to infinitely more success. This will lead to potentially significantly higher revenue and then a chance at survival. The combat seems more fast-paced, similar to popular action combat mobile games, so this is good
Tencent, who say we can't implement gotcha to MMOs? I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Dubstep. It should have just stayed dead at this point, you know?
I know there were some people that were concerned the action combat in Blue Protocol was too slow. The overall customization and costumes look better than their Japanese counterparts, so it's good to know that the game graphically looks...
Yeah, if you pay money for the costumes, you know? The overall customization and costume looks better than the Japanese counterpart. Yeah, if you pay like $50 or so, you know?
Better than the PC version did. Aim assist and one-click combos can be turned on and off. There are different soundtracks mixed with some from the original version. PC recommended specs are the same as the Japanese version, which indicates the graphics and visuals should be at least as good as the Japanese version. Additional types of accessories were discovered, such as mouth accessories. You can switch between mobile and PC key bindings and layouts. That's very important. There's a leveling newbie guideline booking game which helps you progress and also rewards additional materials at certain milestones, which means you'll be forced to farm materials less, which I think is actually a good thing. There is an achievement system which kind of replaces the adventure boards. Some achievements reward you with unique costumes, which is great because the lack of costumes as rewards in the original version of the game was kind of sad. There's an auction house. Items available for trade include weapons, equipment, battle echoes, the imagined materials, crafting materials, enhanced materials, and costumes. This is a fantastic alteration. I think it's great that you can now trade weapons. The main trading currency is Luno, which is the in-game currency. You can also trade it for
one-click combo. They just like ZZZ. Well, you could turn it off or on, you know. That's an option.
Bound Rose Orbs, which are the premium currency listed by other players. Each player has an adventure card ID similar to the Japanese version. You can preview costumes. You can dye your costumes and customize certain character appearances using a color wheel. The color wheel has hex code. It's unknown if you can edit the hex code manually. However, you can use the color wheel freely via the mouse and finger. This is great. They are evidently delving very deeply into the customization aspect of the game. PC goes up to 120 FPS, mobile goes up to 60. Some quests reward you with cosmetic items. Camera mode includes a selfie mode option. There is a language setting in the options. Foods provide non-stackable buffs or healing effects. Some clothing and accessories can be crafted, requiring energy, corresponding materials, and blueprints. There's a dancing option at the teleport point in the main city square. Items of higher quality than gold exist. Red, level 5, but not yet implemented. Okay, so the most important thing here that was not addressed is the ability to hold hands. That was something that I know even Asmongold was excited for. Disappointed that it wasn't noted. Gacha and premium details. In the original version of Blue Protocol, gacha was for costumes. It seems as though gacha is going to focus on costumes here too. With a video at 100 pulls, there are 4 different rarities with the top
100 pulls for costume. Oh. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is, right there. Again, probably like what, $100 or so to get the pull. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Containing certain costumes. Certain battle pass levels also reward you with energy potions. Energy is used for crafting and is replenished naturally. I don't like that. Each season pass has different seasonal achievements as a replacement for the adventure board system, which reset at the start of each season. Each season pass has a free and paid version. This is natural for cross-platform games and for mobile games. Rewards and titles are given based on the progress of achievements. Title ranks can be displayed through badges. Badges can be enhanced, and enhancing them improves player stats and grants specific buffs. Enhanced materials are provided when advancing title ranks or can be purchased in the season pass shop. Enhancing badges consumes enhancement materials and season points. Guild details. I guess this is important. Not that we as MMO players ever really participate in guild content. They have been given a facelift, hosting completely new content which never existed in the Japanese version. The Chinese version seems to have your very own guild housing area, a shared warehouse, multiple other areas, each with specific functions for guild members to collectively grow together. That is fantastic. So honestly, what it seems like, what it feels like is the Chinese version is implementing a significant number of changes to the game that are improving it overall. I'm just hoping the mobile functionality doesn't like hold it back from really shining. Reputation NPCs reward you with upgraded materials amongst other things, increasing reputation by donating materials. There are training dummies. Fountain of Blessing grants buffs for guild members. Weekly guild activities, a kitchen area for cooking. The guild hall features an aquarium where members can place their caught fish. So there's still going to be a fishing feature in game. There are guild vendors and customized large picture frames on the wall.
You can miss me with this BS game. I would have given the OG Blue Protocol a chance. This version can go to the trash. Like I'll give a try the beta, but I don't know, man. The one thing I hate about it is that it's on mobile, but unfortunately, like since there's like a huge market on mobile, that's like the only way for it to survive, unfortunately. So, which kind of sucks personally, but I don't know, man.
Walls inside your guild house.
One time use color customization. Oh god.
Guild emblem can be customized. Guild member
it's like Destiny. It's like Destiny all over again.
In-game voice chat for guilds is available, but can be disabled. Character progression and gear. I think this is going to be kind of important because progression was very grindy from what I heard. There are 11 elements when it comes to gearing. 4 armor slots, head, chest, gloves, boots, an earring, necklace, 2 bracelets, a talisman, a ring, and a weapon. Armor and weapons cannot be crafted. They're obtained as drops or through other means or rewards. So in the original Blue Protocol, you could only obtain your weapons through crafting. You farmed materials they would use to craft your weapon via dungeons, bosses. Then you would go back and manually craft your weapon. There was no other way to obtain weapons, to my knowledge. That is being completely altered here. Now, weapons and armor cannot be crafted and are only obtained as drops, just like your traditional MMOs. You can equip an item similar to ability stones in Lost Ark. The stones have multiple nodes in each affix, and they're based on rarity. The attributes on the ability stones are RNG, and they can include both positive and negative effects. That sounds terrible. Gear and weapons are only obtainable through dungeons and not available in the cash shop. That sounds both good and bad. You cannot infinitely farm dungeons. They have daily entry limits. I hate that. I love
I don't know about this, chat. I don't know about this one so far.
how WoW and Final Fantasy 14 do it. Do as many as you want. I hate limitations being imposed on how many.
It's because it's on mobile. That's the reason why. It's because it's on mobile. Those unlock those dungeons to be weekly dungeons.
Times I can run average content in an MMO. Enhanced echoes have been removed. Instead, you have different types of gear acting as your armor, similar to other MMOs. Battle echoes have a strengthening system where consuming duplicates.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
You have to use materials to upgrade your skills. Defeating failed bosses reward you with skill and talent upgrade materials.
Yeah, hello, it's me, Nyaru from the future or so. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick, kind of like a little bit of a pause. Well, not really a pause or so, but kind of like a little bit of an update or so during this video. I was falling asleep or so during this bit because I was super tired because I am in the process of moving into the new place, of course. And I've been trying to make videos or so to, to have it released or so for the next coming weeks or so. Trying to, anyways. So if there's no thumbnails for some of the videos, that's the reason why. I also wanted to emphasize that, like, I am a little bit concerned about this game itself, just because it is part mobile and PC. And usually when they share two of the same things, usually the PC client version gets a little bit hindered because of the mobile, like you see the same thing with like other specific like gotcha games or so that have like PC and mobile port, the PC isn't like, it can be better, but then it's not reaching where it's potentially need to be. Yeah, I just wanted to give this quick little, tidbit here and there just because, I didn't want to leave it just completely quiet or so because I was falling asleep and I was getting a little bit tired. Sorry about that, guys. I try not to fall asleep, but sometimes when you're doing quite a lot of work behind the scenes or so, trying to get projects and stuff, finished and doing art classes and stuff, it can get a little bit tiring. But anyways, I just want to leave this here and yeah, continue the video. So yeah, peace.
Any skill in your class tree and 2 activatable battle echo imagine slots. Each class has its very own trial based on its role. These seem to be solo trials similar to adventure rank ups from the Japanese version. That's actually good because I kind of enjoyed that. Each class has a fixed element assigned to it, which could mean that the elemental system may be less complex compared to the Japanese version. And character level remains the same, but class talent level needs to be leveled individually. Now here is content and dungeon details. Seems to have content similar to the Japanese version, which provides you with glory coins and medals. You can exchange them for costumes and other rewards. The looking for group posts can be listed similarly to the Japanese version. Dungeons have 2 difficulties, basic and hard. Basic mode dungeons can be completed solo or with multiple players, but higher difficulties require at least 3 players to enter. I don't think that was the same as the Japanese version, and the Japanese version also allowed for you to solo all content, not just solo content, but also had dungeon scale with the amount of people that entered with you. Hard mode dungeons have hard and extreme versions of certain dungeons. In hard mode dungeons, players can choose specific buff affixes similar to Mythic Pluses in World of Warcraft, provided they have the corresponding affix item. When entering a dungeon solo, players are assigned 3 AI teammates. There you go. That's the future of MMOs right there. Not only cross-platform, but also AI party members. Dungeons seem to have 2 modes, basic and hard. Hard mode split into 2 additional modes. In some difficulties, achieving certain scores grants additional rewards. A 1v1v1v1 4-player obstacle foot race game mode has been confirmed. Race your other players to the finish line, dodging oncoming attacks, status ailments, or weather effects to emerge victorious. So that's an interesting type of PvP mode, which, again, also, PvP was not present in the Japanese version. I wonder if it will be in the Chinese version. There are 20-player raids, which require at least 12 players to enter. Boss monsters in dungeons have actual patterns. Some upcoming special patterns are indicated by a timer or visual cues. I hope they're more interactive and engaging than Terrace Lands. Bosses still seem to have something similar to an elemental and stagger gauge. Dungeon boss mechanics are more complex compared to the Japanese version. This is good to see. Dungeons have optional additional tasks you can complete for extra rewards. Dodging certain enemy attacks have iframes, perfect dodges, okay? Combat UI seems to be way better and less bloated.
Jesus Christ.
Good to hear. Talent tree branching is confirmed. The same classes can have different talents and skill builds. It's also good to hear. There are raid bosses. They have a contribution.
Hold on, what's this? I have a feeling that this game won't be like FF14. They ain't coming back from the dead. They might be just revived to die again. I think it'll fall like super niche or something. Very like few players will play it after a while or so, after experiencing all of this, basically all the changes and stuff and whatnot.
Meter similar to a DPS meter. This is going to cause a lot of toxicity in game. Dungeons have additional loot for which players roll a dice. The winner gets the loot. That's going to cause a lot of friction between team members. Overworld zone details. There are reduced loading screens. Fantastic. I'm glad that it's going to be more open. Zones that were originally broken up by loading screens have been opened up by unlocking Vista points. Cool. The overworld zones feature multiple jump and parkour glide puzzles and quests with a quiz-like system. Okay, so they're including more things to do out in the world. Monster drops, gathering, and fishing materials can be used for cooking, which requires energy. Energy replenishes over time. I hate stamina in games. It's a terrible inclusion. Energy potions can be bought in the guild shop. Fishing is possible in the open world. There are chests in the open world that can be unlocked by completing mini-games similar to Genshin. Wall running and terrain scaling is possible, so you can run up walls. Okay, yeah, so just like Wuthering Waves, you can climb mountains, scale terrain. Yeah, this is very Genshin and Wuthering Waves inspired, 100%. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think these are actually huge for the game. The gliding and sprinting skills need to be obtained at specific points on the map, and these skills have a duration. What the fuck? That sounds ridiculous. After expiration, players must revisit the corresponding points to reacquire them. What? Fishing and cooking. The fishing skill is proficiency level. I hate fishing in games, man. Fishing rods may break. Chance of damage varies depending on the quality. You need to purchase bait, which varies in quality. There is a leaderboard mechanism where players can rank the size of their fish. There's a research mechanism where you can study caught fish. Higher research levels make it easier to catch specific types of fish. A fishing log exists with different regions and maps offering different fish species. I mean, that's kind of cool if you like that. Some areas on the map and zone contain physical fish, which you can catch. Well, I don't know what that means, like run into the water and like beat them with your fist into submission. Cooking is now a system. The quality of cooked products varies, which is RNG. It's disappointing. And there was a message to the Japanese players, and that is it. That is all the information right now that we have for the new version of Blue Protocol. Honestly, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, I like the sound of this. I think this could potentially be very cool. But at the same time, I think it also has the chance to be really bad. I think the mobile crossplay functionality could severely hinder the game if they don't handle this correctly, but at the same time, I think all of these alterations to make this into a much better game overall are fantastic. I think judging this game purely because it's going to have a mobile version
Dice rolling
before
the type of
actually
game that I know the
playing it
draw
is a
race
bad
will be
idea,
low.
and
The
we
hell
should
no
be
for me.
just as excited, if not even more excited, knowing it's going to open
I don't know
the
if I'm
game up to potentially
excited personally
several
about this, to
times
be honest.
larger
I'm not
of an
really too
audience.
sure. I was kind of zoning out a little
Where do you
bit
think?
because I got bored after a while listening to it. Well, actually, I got bored on some of the things, right? There's a couple things that kind of like took my interest back in again. I just kind of like zoned out or so because I was just like, kind of like, I don't want to hear about this part. But then like there was a few things I wanted to hear specifically. I don't know, man. I don't really know about this one. This one's kind of a bit iffy. I don't know. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see about this game. But I'll try to see if I can get into the beta for this game. If they announce a beta, of course. If they do, I'll try to see if I can get in it. And we'll give it a try. We'll give it a shake. If I get lucky, of course. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, we'll have to give it a try and see it to see for ourselves if it's anything good by any chance. So I don't know. I don't know what I think about this actually. What do people in the comment sections have to say? It's tired to feel like a mental abuse. What do I do? Bandai really looked at Bandai and Amazon and went, fine, I'll do it myself. Fine, you can have Blue Protocol, but Tencent is now funding it. I honestly don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, some of the people are kind of like, there's no way this is real. Some people don't like the stamina thing. That's the one thing that kind of caught my attention immediately was the stamina, like, dungeon shit. Like, that's literally like Genshin Impact. And, like, the other one was like, what's it called again? Tower Fantasy, yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just gonna have to get our hands onto the game. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This one sounds like it's catering more to the mobile side than PC. So, I don't know. We'll see about it. We'll think about it. I'll try to see if I can get into the beta. But yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, I zoned out for some of the parts that didn't really interest me as much, but plus also I'm also tired too on top of that. So I will charge money for reloading. Anyways, but yeah, that's the end of the video. Well, I guess it's back? Question mark? I guess it's back in some sort of way, shape, or form. I guess. I don't know. We're like I said, we're gonna have to see what's up with this game. So, but yeah, that's the end of the video. And peace.